Okay, in this video, we are going to look into reading sensors with Bluetooth. Now normally when we read a sensor using a microcontroller, like the Arduino Uno, we send the sensor value to a display, like an LCD display or OLED display, so we could view the sensor readings. But we could also use our smartphone to view the sensor readings. Our smartphones are handy, they're always available, and it's wireless, so we could send the data to our smartphone using Bluetooth. So we could have a setup similar to this. So here's our little microcontroller, it's our Arduino Nano. And we could have our sensors input to the terminal strip. So say we could have 6 sensors feeding the Arduino Nano. And so the Arduino Nano will take those 6 sensor readings and format them into a special format and send it out the HC06 Bluetooth module to our smartphone, to an app on our smartphone. So in this video we're going to look at how we could do that, how we could actually input 6 sensor readings into a microcontroller, format them in a special way, and send it over the HC06 Bluetooth module so they could be viewed properly on your smartphone. Okay, here's the app running on my smartphone that will display 6 sensor values that are being sent from the Arduino Nano microcontroller in a special format through the HC06 Bluetooth module and sent wirelessly to my app so it could be displayed. Now you can see there's 6 sensors named, sensor 1 to sensor 6. Those are generic default names, and we could customize them. We could put our own names in there. And each sensor name has a text box for each sensor. That's where our sensor value will be displayed. So if we go into settings, you can see that we could actually view 10 sensors, but we're only going to use 6. Now we could change the name of the sensor. We could customize the name. So we could bring up a keypad and we could erase the default name. Now we could enter our own custom name for the sensor, and then that will be on our main page. We'll see it on our main page. So in this video I'm going to show you how we could format the data and send it to this app without using any code. So we'll use a serial terminal program and Notepad, and I can show you how we could actually send data to the smartphone using those 2 pieces of software. So we could format the data in a special way where it will be viewed properly on this app. Okay, I have my smartphone app up and running, and you can see I changed the sensor names to custom names. So this is my little pretend scenario. So I have a power generator, a powered diesel generator, running a mine up in the middle of nowhere, and I want to be able to monitor the vital signs of my power generator using my smartphone. So you can see I got the coolant temperature of the engine, the oil pressure of the engine, the fuel level, engine RPM, the voltage out of the generator, and the current out of the generator. So now I can monitor those vital signs. So I'll send some data to my smartphone app. You can see the data there. The coolant temperature is 90 degrees Celsius, oil pressure is 70 psi, fuel level is 62%, engine RPM 2500, voltage out 240, and current out 36 amps. So it's running normal. So now I'm going to send in some data. My power generator is now having problems. So I'll send it some data, some new data. You can see there the temperature has gone up 107 degrees, oil pressure has dropped, fuel level is down, voltage out is dropped. So now I know there's a problem, so I can call my mechanic in. So my mechanic comes in and he fixes the problem, and after he's done, I could look again on my app and see the difference, and there it is. It's all gone back to normal. So I'll show you how I do this. I'm just using my computer, which has Bluetooth, either a laptop or desktop, and I'm using Notepad and a serial terminal program called Tera-term. And with those 2 pieces of software I could actually simulate the data sent to my smartphone in the right format. Okay, I have Tera-term up and running on my computer. That's a serial terminal program, and that's the window on the left. And I have Notepad running, and that's the window on the right. Now Tera-term is paired to my smartphone through Bluetooth, so whatever I type into the pane on the left will be sent serially to my smartphone and entered into the sensor data fields. So if you look at the right, you see I have Notepad running, and you can see the 6 sensors. Here's my 6 sensors: the coolant temp, oil pressure, fuel, RPM, voltage, and current. So now to send the 6 values, so the first value will be the coolant temp, and that's 90 degrees C with a comma, and then we go to the oil pressure, and that's 70 psi with a comma. So we do all our values delimited with a comma until we come to the very end, we put a semicolon. So if I send this whole string, so I copy and paste it, so I'll copy it and I'll send it through Tera-term serially through Bluetooth to my app. So there it's been sent. So now my app is reading all those values like I saw in the last clip. Well, this is the second line. This is when my generator was having problems. So I'll copy and paste that. And there's the new data. And that's been sent to my smartphone with the other values. So the microcontroller that you're using will read all the sensors in a round robin style and then take all the values and put them in a string delimited by commas and ended with a semicolon. And when you send that string to the app, it'll show up as values on the app formatted properly. Okay, now you know how the smartphone app works. And you can do the same thing by using Tera-term and Notepad and send data strings to the sensor app. Now the sensor app is available from Google Play Store and it's a free download. It's called Arduino Bluetooth Terminal. And the icon name is Arduitooth. Now you could download that into your smartphone, then write some code on your favorite microcontroller and send data strings in that format as we saw through the HC06 Bluetooth module and monitor it on your smartphone. So I hope this video gave you some ideas how you could monitor your own sensors in your project using Bluetooth.